Okay, getting off at Stadium Way, heading over to Dodger Stadium. We've got a stadium tour today.
Stadium Way over.
Clubhouse tour.
Yay!
So we're going to be traveling through, what is it, Elysian Park? Dodger Stadium was located in an interesting place. There's basically three main entrances to it. We're taking the Academy Road entrance. It's right by the police academy. Snow dudes! I like this. Dodger Stadium parking.
And off to the left, if you can pull Police Academy, it's off to the left.
Yep, indeed.
It's Academy Road. I like to think that sign up a little too soon. Street to turn is actually not for another block or so.
Okay, looks like we'll have to go another entrance. That's fine.
Hopefully.
A slight detour, so going back that way. I guess that there's no reason to have every gate open on non-game days. Just wish they had mentioned ahead of time which gate was open. It was not on the ticket that we got.
Beautiful. The park of Elysian Park.
Yep, more of Elysian Park here. Yep. Someone having a
Barbecue.
yes, grilling something over there.
All kind of beautiful sunny day.
Another snow dude.
You're everywhere.
So we're going to be going in on Vin Scully Avenue. The great Vin Scully. It's last season. It just finished, and
Here it is. Welcome to Dodger Stadium, 1000 Vin Scully.
yeah, it just won't be the same, unfortunately.
Say what? Keep right.
You can buy tickets up here. There's also a store, a bunch of retired numbers also. They've done a lot of renovation of Dodger Stadium over the past, I don't know, 5 years or so. It's got to be pretty nice. Good view of downtown. So, waiting for the tour to start, but I guess you can just kind of come in ahead of time, check out your seats if you're buying like season tickets or whatever. This is the off season after all. Good old Dodger dog. The Gala fryers are pretty decent too, of course. Everything's a little expensive. Some of the old signage.
We're gonna have an amazing time today. So you guys are on the clubhouse tour, which I kind of like to call the VIP version of our regular stadium tour. Because you're gonna see everything we see on the stadium tour, but then we're gonna be going into some really restricted areas. You can take pictures pretty much everywhere on the tour except one location today when we actually go into the Dodger clubhouse, the locker room. No pictures in there. It's a Major League Baseball rule that we honor. Not every stadium honors it, but we do respect it. It's also out of the players, a few players that are still here using the facility. Their personal items are out. We just don't want it on social media. And people like to get creative and add stuff in the picture that wasn't there. So it's part of it. Video is okay as well. And then when we do get down to the Dodger dugout and onto the field, we are not allowed to walk on the grass. That is a rule we have all year round, regardless if we're in season or not. I always say if you're really curious when you're down there, you just want to touch them. So you touch Dodger grass.
My uncle has them too.
This doesn't look like your average athletic training center with like fitness equipment here and things like that. This is actually where we bring a lot of our game day staff during the off season to get their orientation, and then we actually use this every game day. Bring our whole game day staff in here, so ticket takers, ushers, food sellers, security, they come in here and get kind of a meeting or a pep talk about their shift. So we were naming this room, we thought, who was a very well-known Italian guy known for his pep talks to the Dodgers? Tommy Lasorda, very well known as our manager from 1977 to 1996. Vin Scully Press Box, named after an incredible guy. You just go hard now to do the tours, talking about him in past tense. He just retired this past season after working for us for 67 years. You can also go down that way as well. So usually the big question when you get in here is, where did Vin sit? Where did Vin seat? Well, Vin had his own booth, right behind on my wall. My Kurt is standing in front of him. If you kind of look out here, you'll actually see all our broadcast booths. He had the very first booth. It was directly behind home plate. It looks just like this room, though. Had the first two rows like this. He did not have a gold microphone. He did not have any of his Emmys on display. He was, like I said, a very simple man. The only thing he had on the wall was the game schedule. And then down on this end, you see this kind of like glass booth. That is our Dodger Vision crew. I like to call them the technical heartbeat of the stadium. They control everything technical of the stadium. So when you come to a game, everything comes up on the jumbotron boards, the ribbon boards, the lights. They're communicating with the camera guys, do fun things, you know, like the kiss cam, the dance cam. They have a lot going on in there. They also communicate with our organ player. Kind of weird, it says Dodgers on the window there. You'll see a blue blanket. That is covering up our organ for Dieter Rohl. He's our more recent organ player. He's joined us this past season, replacing the lovely Nancy B. Huffley, who's been playing with us since 1988. Prior to that was Helen Dell, who played for us for over 20 years. So if Dieter knows, if we like him, he'll probably have some longevity in his career with us. He has experience, though. He also plays for the LA Kings down at Staples Center here in Young.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
Just a bunch of random chairs. Yeah, certainly like one.
Like that. So they wanted to make it look like people.
Some sort of access card for the suites.
You can go outside too, guys.
Sink. It's in the fridge is locked. Not a flat screen.
Very tightly, you could do 25. Usually people don't like to do that many, but we don't do more than 25 in this size suite. We do have a larger
Here is a flat screen now.
We have our luxury suites. Obviously, it's kind of a fancy way to enjoy a game. I didn't stock it with food for all of y'all today. Here, if you sit back, we can actually open this up for you all. And what's neat is they all slide open like this, so you can have an indoor-outdoor feel. And you can have any type of food you want here. Anything from Dodger dogs to tri-tip to sushi, lobster tail. And of course, your food is going to increase your price. So lots of amazing items out here. I'm not going to talk about every item because then we will be here all afternoon and evening. I'll just point out a few highlights. Some great old school trunks here. These are pretty amazing pieces of our history. They date us all the way back to our Brooklyn days. It's how the team used to travel. Moved out here to LA and just painted over Los Angeles and wrote Brooklyn. Painted over Brooklyn, wrote Los Angeles. You'll see faintly on these, some of these still say Brooklyn underneath the paint. Our historian believes one of these may have been used by Jackie Robinson. We just can't trace which one. They were changed from season to season. And a great wall here of old school ticket stubs. Sadly also reminding us how much ticket prices have changed. Opening day at Dodger Stadium, field level seats are $3.50.
Brooklyn.
We have the Pulp visit us in 1987, and the largest crowds ever to fit in Dodger Stadium. We crammed about 63,000 fans. Last home plate used here at Ebbets Field. So pretty incredible. Imagine all the amazing cleats that ran across that home plate. Any one of these lockers, from Sandy Koufax to Will Hershiser, Fenton Valenzuela. The winner, a new ownership, the Guggenheim Group came in. They really looked at our facilities and said, oh, we need to upgrade the place.
Riddle me this.
Professional standards. Now, do you guys know what this used to be used for? Any guesses?
Okay, let's sit down.
Believe it or not, we used to drive this car to the bullpen, pick up the relief pitcher, and this would drive it to the mound. The fans loved it, the pitchers not so much.
Those are his shoes, huh?
You've seen the other one, the old ones?
We will have the most than any team. We have 16 right now with 17 with Corey Seegers, with the average up there. Very first person winner of the award was Jackie Robinson, 1947. Her study award is now the Jackie Robinson Award. Also on the other panel over here, you're going to see all our Cy Young Awards. These awarded
미국 신인상 이름이
picture. All right. So now we can come back in here. Since we were in here earlier, there's a lot of people. Step one.
Okay, what's your name?
So this is what is known as the Historic Visitors Clubhouse. This was the visitors locker room from 1962 to 2013. So only just a couple seasons ago we stopped using it. So sitting in a locker, you're sitting where Derek Jeter could have sat, Tony Gwynn, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle. I mean, it's pretty incredible the history of this room. This is the only room in the whole stadium that has not changed since 1962, except for maybe the carpet and they added a TV. Other than that, this is exactly how it looked when we were open in 1962.
Think of all the players who have sat in here. Well, man, I'm glad they left losers more often than winners.
Dodger dugout.
Yeah, she'll give me the I mean, right. What is the dirt? Some of it is crushed red brick, some of it's volcanic rock. Yeah, please. You can have some water from the drinking fountain if you like. Get some Dodger foodies.
Let's see, where's the on deck circle? Somewhere around here. So you're like kind of waiting for your turn to bat. Just kind of hanging out here, watching the game, leaning against this, or sitting down.
여기서 이제 유현진이 이러고.
What are we thinking?
You come to our summer evening games when the sun starts to set all behind this third base side of the stadium. Nice and shaded and cool over here while the visitors got the sun in their eyes, get sunburned. A little bit of a home field advantage. The other Southern California teams have it switched as well. They changed the wood. They always change the wood.
Gatorade cups, but no Gatorade to drink. Oh yeah, you can drink out of the water fountain. Where the bats and helmets go. Wonder if someone got angry. Time to drink.
The seats that are covered up behind the plate of the dugout, those are Alexis Dugout Club seats. Those parties who get pricing through the Alexis Dugout Club.
Julie will drink from the drinking fountain too.
But all you can eat dough. And you have to serve it like you need the hat. You need the like the whole way. In there? Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
imagine
These
just
will probably use,
coming up these
this
steps
is
out
the,
onto the field
Photographers, so that those could be like
and then running
thing for them to stand on
out to the
at
field.
our field every 2 years. They'll redo patches of it if it gets really damaged. But this past season, last March was when it was a sand lot. They were literally at the field. And they use 2 types of grass, Bermuda and dry. And you're actually seeing a little bit of the transition right now because Bermuda is the grass that grows really well in our hot summer months. And now we have the rye more coming through in our Southern California winter.